what network marketing was. I had no idea what to do with our product because I had never really used it before. And I just kind of went in blindly and fell into something that turned out to be amazing. While I was starting this business, I didn't do a whole lot for the first 6 months or so. Hello, Stacy. And after month 6, I went to our convention and something happened where I just had this moment. I was in this room of 8,000 other people. The energy was wild. The music was loud. The lights were crazy. And the energy in my body, my soul, and my mind completely shifted. I have no idea what it was, but I felt it creeping up in my throat. I felt it my face got warm, and then I felt the tingle in my eye, and then I legit had a full-on ugly cry. Still to this day, I have no idea why, but something transpired that day within me. And when I got home, my business blew up. So for the next 3 years after that, it was like I was on autopilot. I was asked to do trainings. I was being approached by people. I was going to events and people were coming up to me and saying, "Oh my God, you're Christine Keegan." And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? This is not normal. Why? How did I get here? How did I end up in this role? And people were seeing things in me that I didn't see, but I was listening to them, and I'm glad I did. They were pushing me out of my comfort zone. They were asking me to participate in things that I never in a million years would even ask to do. And I constantly had this feeling that someone was going to figure out that I was a fraud. That someone was going to figure out that I didn't really know what I was doing up there. That someone was going to come and say, "Hey, you're not really a leader. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't have these skills." I was constantly second guessing myself, and I was constantly under this belief that I don't deserve to be here. Guys, there is a term for this, and when I heard the term for this and I read the definition, and I'll share that with you in a second, it blew my mind. Drop a 1 down below if you have ever felt like you are kind of going along this path and you're just doing things because people are telling you to, and it's working, and all of a sudden you're like, but I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't understand how I got here. Drop a 1, because I know there's more of you out there. After, sitting there and trying to figure out what the heck was going on, I just did it, and I just continued to do it, and I continued to do it. But I have always had this fear of getting found out. Personal development is one of my most favorite things to dive into, and it can be professional oriented or it can be personal oriented. I love to learn. I love to try to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I love to understand why certain things are happening within the universe, whether it's with me, whether it's with people on my team, in either one of my businesses. And personal development is why I continue to push myself to do this, even though I have imposter syndrome. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a real thing. The definition of imposter syndrome, otherwise known as imposter phenomenon or fraud syndrome, is a concept describing individuals who are marked by an inability to internalize their accomplishments and a persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud. Holy shit, it's real. But it's not something that needs to paralyze us forever and ever and ever. We need to understand that we're succeeding because we are working our asses off. We are succeeding because we don't give up. We are succeeding because we're gritty, because we're not giving up. The only way that you fail is if you quit. And this doesn't have to be network marketing. This can be as a mom. And I know that moms struggle every single day with never knowing if they're doing enough, never feeling like they're giving enough. And, moms have meltdowns too. I get that. But it's moms, it's professionals, it's network marketers, it's teachers, it's kids, it's teens, it's everybody. It's feeling like we aren't good enough. So as I was looking up stuff about this, I came across some quotes. So how about Tina Fey? The beauty of the imposter syndrome is you vacillate between extreme egomania and a complete feeling of, oh my God, I'm a fraud. Oh my God, they're on to me. So you just try to ride the egomania when it comes and enjoy it, and then you slide through the idea of fraud. How about Miss Maya Angelou? I have written 11 books, but each time I think, uh-oh, they're going to find out now. I've run a game on everybody, and they're going to find me out. Michelle Pfeiffer, I still think people will find out that I'm really not very talented. I'm really not very good. It's all been a big sham. And then Kate Winslet. Sometimes I wake up in the morning before going off to a shoot, and I think, I can't do this. I'm a fraud. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to share that with you because the aha moment that I had was, number one, I'm not alone. And you know when you figure something out and you understand that you're not the only one dealing with this, you kind of feel comforted. Number two, I figured out that there is a way to get out of this. And the way to get out of this is that I need to do more personal development. I need to understand that I need more work, that I need to get into the nitty-gritty and try to figure out why I don't think I'm enough and why I don't think that what I'm doing is legit and why